stockpiling the essential foods you absolutely require before the last week of November. These aren't simply nice-to-haves, they're essentials. If you don't act now, you'll be left scrambling, wondering why you didn't heed the warning. So grab your pen, get ready to build your list, and let's get started with number 30. Number 30, instant mashed potatoes. Yep, quick mashed potatoes. Brands like Hohen and Hungry Jack will become your lifeline. Do you believe you can cope without them? Consider again, when your pantry is bare and fresh produce is out of reach, they will come to your rescue. They're light, have a long shelf life, and only need water to prepare. Simply heat some water, stir, and you'll have a filling and cozy supper. Furthermore, they are high in carbohydrates, which are essential for preserving energy throughout a crisis. Carbohydrates are fuel, and you'll require every ounce of energy. What would be my advice? Don't stop with just one box, grab 10. You'll thank yourself when you're eating a hot bowl of creamy mashed potatoes in the thick of the mayhem. Number 29, peanut butter. Now, let us talk about peanut butter. This is not negotiable. Whether you favor Jif, Skippy, or another brand, make sure it is in your pantry. Peanut butter contains a lot of protein and healthful fats, and it may be stored for months, if not years. When fresh meat is no longer available and you're running low on other resources, peanut butter becomes your energy source. Spread it on crackers, combine it with oatmeal, or eat it straight from the jar. Do you think you can skip this? Wrong. Without peanut butter, you would experience hunger pangs and intense regret. During a crisis, people will do practically anything for a jar of peanut butter. Stock up before the shelves are depleted or risk losing out. Number 28, honey. If you don't believe honey is a survival food, you've never been in a true crisis. Honey, whether local, organic, or normal store brand, is practically liquid gold. It doesn't spoil, and I'm not exaggerating. You could open a jar in 30 years, and it'd still be fine. Honey's sugars provide a quick, natural energy boost, and it also has antibacterial characteristics, making it excellent for treating cuts and wounds if your first aid supplies run out. A tablespoon in oatmeal or on dry crackers can transform a dull snack into a sweet, uplifting pleasure. Don't be left wishing you'd stocked up. Once honey is gone, it's gone. Number 27, rice. Listen closely, rice, not just any rice. I'm referring to large 20-pound bags of white rice such as Uncle Ben's, Mahatma, or even generic brands. If you believe you can get by without it, think again. Rice is a survival food that can endure for decades if properly kept. 1 cup of dry rice can provide up to 3 cups of cooked rice, making it a reliable food source during rough times. Don't deceive yourself into thinking you can survive just on fancy meals. When the going gets rough, you'll need bulk meals to keep you going. Rice is high in carbs, which helps you stay energized. When the world seems to be spinning out of control, add canned vegetables or even ghee to your dinner. Suddenly you have a supper that will sustain you. Remember that in a crisis, rice becomes more valuable than gold. Stock up before the end of November, because once those shelves are empty, you'll wish you had 50 pounds of rice in your cupboard. Number 26, vinegar. Next on the list is an often overlooked necessity, vinegar. Yes, that jug of distilled white vinegar you pass in the supermarket. It's essential whether you use Heinz, Bragg's apple cider vinegar, or any other brand. Why? Because vinegar is more than simply a cooking aid. It is also a survival tool. It serves as a disinfectant, preservative, and much more. Need to filter tainted water? Vinegar can be useful. Fridge on the fritz and vegetables about to spoil? Vinegar comes to the rescue. Are you running out of cleaning supplies? Vinegar disinfects surfaces and helps in food preparation. You don't want to be caught off guard when things go hard. The nicest aspect is that it does not go bad. Vinegar may sit in your pantry for years without losing its effectiveness. Stock up on gallon jugs now, since if supply systems fail, vinegar will be one of the first to go. Number 25. Dry yeast. Dry yeast is a little-known secret. Whether it's Red Star, Fleischmann's, or another brand, grab it now. Why? In a survival emergency, this little packet contains the secret to producing fresh bread. Consider this scenario. Stores are closed, bread shelves are empty, and you're staring at a large sack of flour, but unable to do anything with it. That is where yeast comes in. It lasts for months, even years if frozen, and allows you to bake your own bread when all else fails. Without it, you may struggle when food supplies are limited and every ingredient counts. Baking bread transforms ordinary flour into substantial meals and offers you a genuine sense of freedom. Don't underestimate the power of yeast. Number 24. Canned fruits. Now let's speak about canned fruit. Whether it's Dole, Del Monte, or a generic brand, it all has value. While it may appear to be a luxury in a crisis, it is pure gold. When fresh fruit is scarce and grocery store produce aisles become ghost towns, canned fruit becomes the sole consistent source of key nutrients, such as vitamin C. Have you ever heard of scurvy? Without vitamin C, you run the danger of bleeding gums, weakness, and other complications. Store canned peaches, pineapple, and pears. They'll provide the energy, nourishment, and sweetness you need to keep going. Plus, canned fruit keeps for years, providing a sense of sweetness even in the most difficult situations. Imagine enjoying a luscious fruit salad when fresh produce is only a memory. Number 23. Bouillon cubes. Here's a simple but effective addition. Bouillon cubes. Whether you prefer Knorr, Herbach's Better Than Bouillon, or another brand, make sure to stock up. In a crisis, when simple rice and beans may become your staples, flavor will be limited. Bouillon cubes transform dull meals into something you'll enjoy eating. These cubes, whether made of chicken, beef, or veggie bouillon, provide flavor and diversity to your meals. They're shelf-stable, take up almost no room, and can improve even the most basic of recipes. In survival situations, adding flavor can increase morale and keep you motivated. Bouillon cubes are the secret weapon that will keep your meals from feeling like bland rations, and they last for years. They're also loaded with sodium, which is essential for maintaining your electrolyte balance when you're working hard or under stress. When you're enjoying a hearty, flavorful soup in the midst of chaos, you'll be glad you listened. Number 22. Apple cider vinegar. If you thought regular vinegar was a must-have, let me introduce you to the powerhouse of apple cider vinegar. I'm talking Bragg's Organic, or any brand you can get your hands on. It's a liquid miracle. Not only can you use it for preserving food and cooking, but it's a natural remedy for countless health issues. Have a sore throat during a crisis? Gargle with apple cider vinegar. Need a quick immune system boost? Take a tablespoon mixed with water daily. Number 21. Grits. In a survival situation, you'll need food that's easy to store, quick to prepare, and capable of keeping you satisfied. Grits, which are high in carbohydrates, provide crucial energy when you're working hard or dealing with stress. They're shelf-stable for years and require only water and heat to prepare. Choose a brand like Quaker or Bob's Red Mill, which have impressive shelf lives. Number 20. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a jar of long-lasting energy that can be used to cook, fry, or bake. It is also a natural moisturizer, an antiseptic for minor cuts, and even a makeshift fuel source in emergencies. Choose organic, unrefined coconut oil from brands like Nutiva or Spectrum. Number 19. Powdered eggs. This one is a game changer. Powdered eggs. If you haven't stocked up yet, you're already behind. Brands like Augason Farms or Ova Easy produce powdered eggs that are shelf stable for up to 10 years. A full decade of protein-rich meals stored in your pantry. When fresh eggs become a distant memory, powdered eggs will provide essential nutrients and keep you going strong. With no refrigeration available, powdered eggs become your go-to option for quick, nutritious meals. Think about it. Eggs are a complete protein source. They can be scrambled, baked, or mixed into a variety of meals. There is no need for refrigeration or spoiling. Just add water and you'll have quick eggs. Imagine the fear when fresh eggs become unavailable, while you relax comfortably with a canister of powdered gold. When that happens, powdered eggs will be worth their weight in, well, actual eggs. Number 18. Powdered cheese. Next up is something that can rescue your sanity when things look bleak. Powdered cheese. Whether it's Kraft, Hoosier Hill Farm, or Augason Farms, these powdered wonders last for years and transform everyday dishes into delectable treats. Consider this. You have an abundance of pasta or rice, but it's just too bland. Bam! Add some powdered cheese, and you've got a dinner that tastes like comfort food. In terms of survival, this stuff is invaluable. It's high in fat and calories, so it provides important energy when every bite counts. This powder may be used in soup, sprinkled on vegetables, incorporated into sauces, and more, so don't limit it to mac and cheese. When everything else tastes like cardboard, a little cheesy flavor may go a long way. Number 17. Instant coffee. Let's be honest. Do you believe you'll get through a crisis without coffee? If you don't stock up on instant coffee, you're making a huge mistake. Instant coffee, whether Folgers, Nescafe, or your local favorite, is a must-have survival tool. Why? Caffeine isn't simply a luxury, it's a need on stressful, tiring days. Your body will require a jolt, and instant coffee delivers it instantly. It also lasts a long time and requires no coffee maker or energy. Simply add boiling water and voila, a hot cup of energy. Believe me, when things go bad, people will be desperate for coffee. With your stash, you'll have an extremely useful bartering tool. Number 16. Rolled oats. If you haven't stockpiled rolled oats, you're missing out on a key staple. Whether you choose Quaker or Bob's Red Mill, these oats are light, shelf-stable, and easy to store. Most significantly, they're quite versatile. With a little water, you may make a hot, hearty breakfast or use them to thicken baked dishes, pancakes, or soups. Rolled oats are an excellent source of fiber, which helps your digestive system work even when you only eat shelf-stable foods. Oats are high in manganese, magnesium, and phosphorus, and they give slow-burning energy to keep you going all day. Number 15. Canned meats. Think you can live without canned meat? Consider again, brands such as Hormel's Spam, Keystone's tinned beef, and Chicken of the Sea's canned tuna are more than just convenient. They're necessary for survival. When fresh meat is no longer available, having shelf-stable, protein-rich canned meats on hand will keep you fed. These cans are high in essential nutrients such as protein, iron, and vitamin B12, which are critical for sustaining your energy levels and immune system throughout stressful situations. They have a lengthy shelf life which avoids the possibility of rotting. Also, tinned meats are extremely adaptable. Eat them right out of the can, add them into soups, or serve with rice or pasta for a filling dinner. Skipping canned meats during a crisis could be a tremendous error, especially if food supplies begin to dwindle. Number 14. Lentils. If lentils aren't already in your pantry, you should add them right away. Whether you choose green, red, or brown lentils, they are a nutrient-dense survival staple that should be high on your list. Lentils, unlike many dried beans, cook rapidly, saving you both fuel and time, both of which are significant resources during difficult times. Bob's Red Mill and Goya are fantastic brands, but you can also buy them in bulk at local retailers. Lentils are high in protein, fiber, and iron, making them crucial for maintaining vigor and health when fresh food options are few. They're also really adaptable. You can include them into soups, stews, or serve them with rice for a well-rounded, delicious dinner. Lentils are an obvious choice for your emergency food store due to their extended shelf life and low storage requirements. Number 13. Pasta. Pasta may appear to be a simple decision, but it is one of the greatest meals to stockpile as November's final week approaches. Pasta is lightweight, shelf-stable, and extremely versatile, whether you choose Barilla, Ronzoni, or retail brands. It takes up little pantry space while providing maximum usefulness, using only water and heat to prepare a big dinner. For a quick and tasty meal, try pairing it with canned foods, sauces, or even a drizzle of olive oil. Pasta is high in carbohydrates, which gives you the energy you need to get through difficult situations. It also provides a sense of comfort and familiarity, which can enhance morale during trying times. Don't rely only on rice. Diversification prevents eating boredom. Stock up on various shapes and sizes to make your meals interesting and to guarantee you have a calorie-dense staple to help you get through tough times. Number 12. Canned vegetables. When accumulating your stockpile, don't forget about canned vegetables. Canned vegetables, whether from Green Giant, Del Monte, or your local grocery shop, are vital for any emergency pantry. Fresh produce may become a rare luxury if supply systems fail, but canned vegetables ensure that you continue to receive critical vitamins and minerals for your health. Canned green beans, maize, peas, and carrots are especially beneficial because they may be eaten as a side dish, added to soups and stews, or combined with pasta or rice to produce heartier meals. Canned veggies have a long shelf life, are convenient to store, and are essential for avoiding vitamin deficits. Make sure you stock up before the shelves are empty. Number 11. Salt. Listen carefully. If you believe salt isn't worth accumulating, you're severely underestimating its importance. Stock up on Morton or any brand you can find. Just make sure you have enough. Salt is more than just a spice. It is also a preservation technique, a health essential, and a lifeline in an emergency. Consider being unable to preserve meat, season bland food, or maintain an electrolyte balance because you ran out of salt. Don't take the chance. Salt never spoils and can be preserved for years. Salt is an essential ingredient for curing meats, producing homemade saline solutions for wounds, and storing food without refrigeration. If you don't emphasize salt, you're setting yourself up for bland meals and avoidable health problems. Number 10. Powdered milk. Don't neglect powdered milk in your supply. If you don't already have Nestlé Nido or Augason Farms in your cupboard, you should add them to your list. This is one of the most adaptable and sustainable dairy replacements available. When fresh milk is no longer an option, powdered milk will come in handy. It has a great shelf life, years, and contains critical minerals such as calcium, protein, and vitamin D. Consider creating a good cup of coffee, cooking creamy soups, or simply ensuring that your children get enough nourishment without using fresh dairy. Powdered milk is easily rehydrated and can be utilized in a variety of applications, including baking, cooking, and drinking. If this isn't in your emergency food supply, you're setting yourself up for disappointment when things go bad. Number 9. Canned fish. Do you think you can survive without protein-rich canned fish? Consider again, canned fish, whether tuna, sardines, or mackerel from Bumblebee, Chicken of the Sea, or King Oscar, is a great survival powerhouse. Not only does it last for years, but it is high in omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and other essential elements that your body will require when fresh food is limited. Consider a crisis scenario when there is no availability to fresh protein. Living on canned beans and grains will quickly get tedious. Canned fish breaks up the monotony while keeping your body operating at top efficiency. It's also really versatile. Mix it with spaghetti, rice, or crackers, or eat it right out of the can for a rapid energy boost. Don't miss out on this survival necessity. Number 8. Canned chili. If you don't already have canned chili on hand, you're making a huge mistake. Some of the greatest solutions are made by brands such as Hormel and Wolf Brand. This stuff is survival gold. It has protein, lipids, carbohydrates, and a lot of flavor in one easy can. Imagine a cold night with no power, no fresh meat, and nothing but bland canned beans. Let's start with canned chili. It's hearty, satisfying, and tastes like a gourmet meal when other options are scarce. It has a long shelf life and is ready to serve anytime you need a quick, energy-boosting supper that is already perfectly seasoned. During a crisis, you don't have time to prepare fancy meals. Canned chili is the perfect quick fix. Number 7. Spam. Let's not kid ourselves. Spam is the king of survival meats. You may dismiss it, but when fresh meat is scarce, you'll be happy for this shelf-stable marvel. Hormel's ongoing gift to the world, SPAM, has sustained people through wars, disasters, and food shortages for decades. It has an extremely long shelf life and contains protein, fat, and calories, all of which are required for survival. It's also really versatile. Cook it, mix it with eggs, sprinkle it into stews, or eat it straight from the can. In a world where meat is scarce, Spam will be an essential source of protein. When panic buying begins, Spam will sell out faster than you can say canned meat. Stock up now before it's too late. Number 6. Ghee. If you're not stockpiling ghee, you're missing out on a game-changing food. Ancient Organics and Fourth and Heart make high-quality ghee with a long shelf life. It can last months, if not years, without refrigeration. That's right, no refrigerator required. Ghee is pure fat that provides crucial fuel and long-term satiety when fresh food sources are limited. Ideal for cooking, adding to rice, putting on hardtack, or simply eating for a rapid energy boost. Consider ordinary beans and rice, then imagine the same dish prepared with rich, delicious ghee. In a catastrophic situation, you suddenly find yourself dining like royalty. Ghee has a high smoke point, so you may cook it over an open flame or on a gas burner without fear of it burning. Number 5. Canned stews. Ignoring canned stews in your pantry is a significant blunder. We're talking about Dinty Moore and Campbell's Chunky, the canned meal industry's giants. These are complete, ready-to-eat meals filled with protein, vegetables, and carbohydrates in one convenient can. When the electricity goes out, the store shelves are bare, and every ounce of food must be rationed. Canned stews will save the day. Just heat and eat, or eat cold if necessary. Canned stews have a long shelf life and are an essential addition to any emergency stockpile. Don't eat dry crackers when you could have a nice hearty stew in the midst of chaos. Number 4. Cornmeal. If you think cornmeal is only for producing cornbread, think again. This is a survival necessity. Brands like Quaker and Indian Head make high-quality cornmeal that can revolutionize your emergency cupboard. Why? Because it's adaptable. It keeps for a long time and may be changed into a variety of dishes, including pancakes, mush, fritters, and if you have time, homemade tortillas. Cornmeal is abundant in carbs, thus it will keep you energized under stressful situations or when food is limited. Cornmeal has been a food staple for ages since it is long-lasting, easy to store, and quite filling. Imagine running out of bread, rice, and options, and then remembering your cornmeal stash. That's correct. You've just rescued yourself from starvation. Number 3. Canned beans. Let me be clear. If you don't have canned beans in your pantry, you're taking a big risk. Goya, Bush's, and any other reputable brand are must-haves. These wonder cans of survival fuel are jam-packed with protein, fiber, and key nutrients, all of which are critical when fresh food is scarce. Whether you favor black beans, pinto beans, or kidney beans, there is no wrong choice. They're fully cooked, so you can eat them right out of the can if necessary. No need for additional cooking fuel or water. Beans are a versatile complement to any meal, whether mixed with rice, cooked in a stew, or eaten on their own. Canned beans are a survivalist's dream thanks to their extended shelf life, efficient storage, and ability to keep you full. Number 2, ramen noodles. Pay notice, because if you don't have ramen noodles in your stockpile, you're missing out on one of the best survival foods. These low-cost, quick, and life-saving noodles are made by brands like Maruchan and Nissin. Why are they so essential? They are extremely inexpensive because they last nearly forever and require only a small amount of hot water to turn into a big dinner. When you're out of time, energy, and options in a crisis, ramen noodles will save the day. Ramen is high in carbs and offers necessary energy. Furthermore, its lightweight packaging allows for convenient storage of large quantities. You might assume canned foods and rice will suffice, but when you're looking for something hot, delicious, and cozy, ramen noodles will do the trick. Number 1, crackers. Yes, crackers are important. Do not underestimate them. And I'm not talking about any old snack food here. I'm talking survival staples like premium saltines or Ritz. Crackers are adaptable, shelf-stable, and an absolute lifesaver when fresh bread is no longer an option. These crispy pieces of bliss are light, have a long shelf life, and can mix with almost everything. Have you got any canned tuna? Place it on a cracker, peanut butter, spread it around. Looking for a crunchy accent to soup? Throw in some crackers. When all else runs out, crackers can be the quick snack or meal component to keep you going. Furthermore, they are high in carbohydrates, delivering a quick surge of energy when you need it the most. You've heard the list. These aren't just groceries. They're survival essentials that will keep you and your family going when times get tough. Don't wait until the last week of November to start stockpiling. By then, the shelves could be empty. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. We're all in this together, and by helping each other prepare, we'll be ready for anything. Subscribe for more.